On June 10th, officers responded to a Lowe's parking lot in Glen Carbon, Illinois, after a man reportedly threatened to kill store employees and cause disturbances at nearby businesses. The subject, David Allen Kohler, a homeless military veteran, was already known to local law enforcement and had been previously trespassed from several commercial properties in the area. What followed raises critical legal questions about proportionate charging, the constitutional boundaries of disorderly conduct enforcement, and police response to individuals in mental health crisis. The officer's initial response was legally justified. Under Terry versus Ohio, the reported threats gave officers reasonable suspicion to conduct an investigatory stop, and the specific nature of the threats killing store staff elevated that to probable cause for detention.
What's going on, man? Threatening, not doing anything to cause any kind of force or harm from either of you. Is there an issue, officer? Why are you yelling? I'm yelling because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of harassment from you, your police force, everyone in your town. I will not be run out. I have not done anything unlawful, and I will report this shit for harassment.
That's cool.
With the other officers that have broke my rosary.
Okay.
I'm a Christian. No, I do not. I'm a homeless.
Me, okay?
I don't care. I don't care anymore. I was sitting there smoking a cigarette, and they want to spread racial slurs in front of me?
Okay, stop.
Yeah, I know.
Stop.
It's he said, she said bullshit.
I watched the video.
Yeah, I don't care, man.
You were doing this bullshit
I don't care.
And then you walk
because I am sick to death of this shit.
Okay.
I'm sick to death of being ran out of town for what? For getting food out of your dumpsters and trying to live and get a job?
You act like a fucking idiot like you're doing now.
You don't know what acting is, bud.
Okay.
I know what acting is.
You have an ID on you?
No.
Okay, what's your name?
I don't have to tell you. Am I being detained?
You will
I
be.
don't. Now you
What's
will
your name?
tase me, sir.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Do it right now.
Done.
Do it right now.
Done.
Go on, bro.
You understand us?
Yes, I do.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it.
Behind your back.
If you think you're going to scream at me while we're out here, you're out of your
I'm
mind.
What is your name?
That's not it.
Jackson is my preferred name. The legal name is David Allen Kohler. 32784.
Is this really worth it?
I am hypoglycemic, type 2
go on, okay.
diabetic, Alzheimer's. I am so sick of crying and being tortured.
And I'm sick of being yelled at by you.
Yeah, well, I get yelled at
I'm
by
tired
you
of being
and
threatened.
threatened and didn't get threatened. That punk was to threaten me and say
Dude,
my
I'll tell you what, you spit on me. And
I'm not trying to spill. You don't have teeth. I just tried to go to Aspenville to get new teeth with insurance, library card stolen, food stamp card stolen.
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down.
I have sauce over there.
Provide this officer with your name right now.
David Allen Kohler.
Hey, listen, we're going to walk over to the
I am
squad car.
trying. I'm sick of
Come on, let's go there.
trying.
We're going over here. We're going to that second car over there. I'll get your name.
You got it.
Okay, I appreciate your cooperation. Didn't need to come to
All I
this.
tried to do. I tried to come to y'all and tell you my side, but no, my side never works. I end up in cuffs and treated like this. And seen in front of the town again as the bad one.
Your name. You do have to provide us with your name.
You're trespassing. Unless I was detained. I don't care about being trespassed. I'll never come back here again.
Okay.
Ever.
They're screaming at us, dude. What's wrong
To
with
come
you?
and talk to me. Because you always talk to them and never me.
Oh, we're gonna
never
talk to
me.
you. We couldn't
And now
find you.
I'm in the back. I
We
couldn't
couldn't find
find
you.
Then she told you where I was going. I heard it on the phone. I'm right there. I don't run from y'all.
Unbelievable.
I was sitting. Yeah, unbelievable is right, man. It's just me. I'm the good one.
Okay, David, your first name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's Officer Benson or Benton? Or your short-haired sergeant? Yeah, I've talked to them.
Okay.
Is this Glen Carbon or is this Edwardsville talking to
David,
me?
what's your middle initial?
A.
Spell your last name.
Koehler. EHLER. I was sleeping on the side of that building all day and nobody said a word. Nobody.
Listen,
I'm tired of crying, man. I'm tired of ending up in the back of cop cars. You guys are my PTSD more than the military.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
And again, I'm in cuffs. Great.
Just
what everyone needs to see.
Just hang tight. Nobody's saying anything. Just hang tight.
Another place trespass that I can get cigarettes and charge my phone. I can't be trespassed from KFC. They were nice.
What, 6810?
They had no problems with me being there. Not KFC,
I believe
too.
they didn't make contact with them. I think he still needs to be trespassed from KFC.
What? Why? I was going to get chicken. They had no problems with me being there.
He is an in-house alert, known to carry knives and other sharp items in his backpack. Additionally, since you're in that area, he is banned from Walmart.
Didn't go to Walmart. I literally just came from KFC and they had no problems with me. Why would I be trespassed from KFC? They had no problems with me coming in there. They gave me a soda, sauce, and told me when to come back for chicken. Out of the dumpster.
You drove into Pontoon?
Yeah, I wanted to go to Pontoon, but I'm not going there. I don't need a ride from you guys either. That's trauma too.
Alright, David.
Why am I trespassed from KFC? They were just nice to me and told me when to come check the dumpster for hot chicken.
211, 226,
So here's the deal.
227, responding.
So, you got trespassed, obviously you heard everything.
Yeah,
This was, I understand. I understand you're homeless. I understand you got a lot of shit going on. I get that. But One, if we all ask you to ID yourself, man, you got to ID yourself, okay? My sergeant said you're going to be charged with resisting obstructing. She didn't ID yourself initially, okay? I got no problems with you, man. I got to take you up to Madison County, though, okay? I get it.
I have to stay?
You'll have to stay. You'll get paperwork tomorrow. But hold on. Good thing is, you'll be off the street.
Oh, not off the street.
Hold on. Hey,
no.
hey, you'll be off the street.
Just leave me alone. Where's my stuff? Get my stuff. It's got knives and crap. You guys are ridiculous. I hate you.
Okay, where's
I hate you. 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 The cops are too tight now. I go to Madison County and lose all my stuff again. I hate you. I hate you.
Where's your stuff at?
Everywhere. Okay. All over. It's right there in the bag. That bag. I hate you. You scum. You scum. I need resist arrest. Bag right there on the bench with my soda. You lying jerks. I hate you. Do you understand me? I hate you so much. And in front of a family. Call Scott Young. Call Scott Young. You understand? Do I have bail? Do I have bail, officer?
There's no bail in the state of Illinois.
Look right there on the bench. Yeah, he's got it. With no drugs. Yeah, don't steal my stuff or my bike or my other backpack. Do you understand me?
I'm not stealing anything.
Do you understand?
I'm not stealing anything, dude.
Yeah, you are. You're stealing my leg. You're stealing my leg.
It's not necessary.
Yes, it is. It's not necessary to take me to Madison County Jail.
You didn't ID yourself.
Yeah, I did. I told him and you a million times. Is your body cam on? Is your cop cam on?
Yep, right here.
You guys are evil. Do you understand?
Okay.
Go to hell. Go to hell. You evil crap. You are evil. Now I'm gonna die because of you. You. Yeah, it's funny. Is it funny? Is it funny, officer? You!
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Is it funny?
No, nothing's funny.
You laughed when I said I'm gonna die.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, you're just causing me a lot of paperwork. That's all you're doing.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. You caused the paperwork.
Me.
I was being peaceful and trying to eat.
Okay.
The officer's initial response was legally justified. Under Terry versus Ohio, the reported threats gave officers reasonable suspicion to conduct an investigatory stop, and the specific nature of the threats killing store staff elevated that to probable cause for detention. Dispatch flagged Kohler as known to carry knives and sharp items. Under Graham versus Connor, this information directly affects the reasonableness analysis. Officers must be judged on what they knew at the moment, not with hindsight. That said, the officer moved from first contact to handcuffing in under 60 seconds. No de-escalation was attempted. No assessment of Kohler's mental state was conducted before the decision to restrain. Kohler was visibly distressed, crying, referencing military PTSD, disclosing diabetes and other medical conditions. These are textbook indicators for crisis intervention, not immediate arrest. The first charge, disorderly conduct, under 720 ILCS 5, Section 26, 1 has the strongest legal foundation. The statute requires knowingly doing any act in such unreasonable manner as to alarm or disturb another and provoke a breach of the peace. Kohler's reported threats to store staff, combined with his loud and aggressive behavior across multiple businesses, likely satisfy these elements. This is a Class C misdemeanor. However, it is worth noting that by the time officers arrived, Kohler was no longer inside any business. He was in a parking lot. The question becomes whether his verbal conduct with officers yelling and profanity independently constitutes disorderly conduct. The Supreme Court addressed this in City of Houston versus Hill. The First Amendment protects a significant amount of verbal criticism directed at police officers, including profane language. Disorderly conduct statutes cannot criminalize speech simply because an officer finds it offensive. The critical distinction is between speech directed at officers, which is broadly protected, and conduct that genuinely threatens public peace. Kohler's reported threats to store employees fall on the criminal side of that line. His yelling at officers likely does not. The second charge is where the legal analysis becomes deeply problematic. Kohler was charged with terroristic threatening. Under Illinois law, 720 ILCS 5, Section 29D-20, making a terrorist threat is a Class X felony. Class X is the most severe classification in Illinois short of first-degree murder. It carries 6 to 30 years in prison. The statute requires a threat to commit a terrorist act with intent to intimidate or coerce a civilian population. Applying this charge to a homeless man's verbal outburst in a parking lot is an extraordinary use of prosecutorial authority. Nothing in the Bodycam footage suggests Kohler's statements rise to the level contemplated by this statute. If Kohler did threaten to kill store staff as reported, the more appropriate charge would be intimidation under 720 ILCS 5, Section 12-6, which is a Class 3 felony, or even assault depending on the specific circumstances. The gap between a Class C misdemeanor for disorderly conduct and a Class X felony for terroristic threatening with nothing charged in between suggests a charging decision driven by severity rather than accuracy. The third charge, obstructing identification under 720 ILCS 5, Section 31, 4.5, presents a different legal problem. The statute requires intentionally furnishing a false or fictitious name, address, or date of birth. Kohler initially refused to provide his name. That is a refusal, not the provision of false information. He then voluntarily provided his legal name, David Allen Kohler, along with his date of birth, without further prompting. Under the plain language of the statute, a temporary refusal followed by truthful compliance does not satisfy the elements of the offense. The statute punishes deception, not delay. The Supreme Court in Hybel versus 6th Judicial District confirmed that states may require identification during a lawful Terry stop. But Illinois' obstructing identification statute specifically targets false information, a distinction the charging officer appears to have overlooked. Perhaps the most legally ironic moment in this encounter occurs when Kohler asks for the officer's name. The officer refuses, stating, quote, "You don't need to know my name." He then adds that he will not provide Kohler with any paperwork. The officer charged Kohler with obstructing identification while simultaneously refusing to identify himself. Under most departmental policies and Illinois administrative procedure, officers are required to provide identification when requested by the public. This double standard does not void the charge as a matter of law, but it severely undermines the officer's credibility and creates a significant problem for any prosecution that relies on this officer's testimony. The encounter also raises 4th and 14th Amendment concerns regarding the treatment of homeless individuals. Kohler was trespassed from Lowe's, and the officer suggested trespassing him from KFC as well, a business where Kohler said staff had been welcoming. The Ninth Circuit's decision in Martin versus City of Boise established that the 8th Amendment prohibits criminalizing homelessness when shelter is unavailable. While this is not binding in the 7th Circuit, it reflects an evolving legal landscape. A pattern of trespassing a homeless individual from every commercial property in a community, effectively banning him from public life, raises serious constitutional questions that have not yet been fully resolved by the courts.
I get to go to jail? You think that's a fucking gift?
You get free food.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I got free food on the streets.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. I'm allowed to eat.
81 traffic. Franklin just off the phone with a black Jeep SUV.
You understand me? I'm not Jesus Christ. My name is Jackson Glen Connors, and it will be on my ID.
You got an ID?
No!
And how's it on your ID?
I said it will be.
Oh, will be.
Do you understand English?
I get you.
No, you don't get me.
You a Blues
don't
fan?
get me at all. You're not a brother. You're not a friend.
Copy
You're not
20, we're ready.
family. I don't have any of it.
Sorry to
I
hear
have
that.
my 3 children, you jerk.
Your
You
red
have
Mazda,
nothing.
red Mazda SUV.
Okay.
David
You are
Wyung,
nothing.
92106.
No, don't okay me.
Okay.
Don't be condescending, you jerk.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny, isn't it? Putting an innocent man behind bars when I ID'd myself several times. Buddy, you're telling me I can grab my nuts?
I have no idea what you're
Broke
talking
my
about.
rosary? And now these cuffs are too goddamn tight? You want to talk about that?
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, right?
I don't. I've never met you until today.
Play stupid. That's what you're good at. Acting, pretending, and playing.
You told me earlier I didn't know anything about
I
acting.
didn't tell you nothing.
Okay.
I didn't tell you nothing.
Okay.
Apparently you tell me everything and you're going to put me away for another day. Great, off the streets.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no it doesn't, you asshole.
Okay.
I hate you.
I would
hate
highly
you.
suggest.
No, shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
You're just listen.
I hate you.
Can I give you a little
hate
bit of
you.
a?
What do you want? What do you want to give me? You're giving me nothing.
No, I'm gonna give you a bit of information.
$3
I'm gonna give you a bit of information, okay?
For what? What do I need to
When we get to the jail, I would suggest you calm down.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'll get bear maced, tased, beaten.
I would just suggest that you calm down.
Cruel and
That's all.
unusual punishment.
Not that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would just suggest.
Yeah, we going to Granite?
We're not going to Granite.
Madison County, huh?
We're going to Madison County Jail. That's
Yeah, where's
correct.
that at?
Right up the road here.
Right up the road here. Awesome. Never been.
That's cool.
No, it's
Are you
not.
suicidal?
You're a jerk. No, I'm not suicidal,
Okay.
asshole.
Do you have anybody you need to be kept separate from?
No, asshole.
Okay. Do you have any medical conditions besides being
asshole.
hypoglycemic?
Huh?
You said you're hypoglycemic,
I
right?
don't tell you shit.
Okay, just trying to make
You
it easier
don't
for you.
care.
I'm asking you questions because I have to do
don't
paperwork.
care.
Okay,
It's for your paperwork.
you're correct. It
You
is.
don't care. There's your problem. You don't care. I guess I'll just use your shit from now on. Next time you ask, I might give it to go. Okay.
Well, I know who you are now. I've
Okay.
talked to you before.
Okay. Anything else? Okay.
You Blues
Anything
fan?
else? Okay.
Are you a Blues
Okay.
fan? You a Blues fan?
Okay.
You like Keith Kachuk?
Okay.
All right.
All right. How long am I going to be there, officer? Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know now.
No, I have no
Why?
idea.
Why don't you know? Shouldn't you know? Isn't your job to know?
I do know. I don't have to tell you.
I know.
You're going to be placed on hold.
On hold.
Yep.
24-hour hold.
It's going to be longer than that.
Why?
Because it's a 72-hour hold.
2 days now.
Correct.
You said a day.
Nah.
That's what you said.
Okay.
Did you not?
I did, but that's not up to me. That's going to be
Now
between
I
my
have 2
detectives.
days. Why?
It takes a little time to get the
Why
paperwork
do I
done.
have 2 days?
How
You
long?
said I did paperwork tomorrow.
Yeah, should
So
be.
why now is it turned into 2 days?
Well, I'm not working tomorrow, so
You're
it's
not
going to
working
be
tomorrow.
it's going to
So
be up
why
to
has it
my
turned from 1, which is what you said, to now 2.
Okay.
Tell me that.
because it depends on my detectives when they get up here.
Depends on your detective.
Yeah.
Also detectives now for a trespass and whatever charge is you said.
Resisting and obstructing.
Resisting, I resisted nothing.
You didn't identify yourself. That's
Nothing.
obstructing. So
I didn't know I was supposed to for already being gone.
we told
So, would you like to keep going, officer? Because I don't want to spend 2 days. You said 1 day.
you. Okay.
That's what you said, is it not?
I did say that correct.
You
yeah.
did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, then we've agreed. You said 1 day.
I did. You're right.
You said 1 day. That's enough.
Okay.
Don't need to talk anymore. You said 1 day.
Thank God.
1 day.
We're almost-
That's enough what you said. Remember?
Okay, that's
Bit of
cool. Hey,
information?
that's cool.
That
That's
is
cool. Yeah.
When it's 1 day like you said.
Okay.
Or are you a liar like I assume? Because
Oh.
you went from 1 day now to 2.
Okay. I can tell you
Which is it,
15
officer?
days.
Officer, which is it? When do I get to go back to living my life and trying to gain something of a life?
Could be 1 to 2 days. I don't know.
1 to 2 days. So
Yep.
it was 1, then it became 2, now it's 1 to 2. So, which one is it, officer? I don't know your name.
That's good. You don't need to know my name.
Oh, I don't?
Nope.
Oh, now I don't need to know your name. Well, I'm going to get it.
Good luck.
It's on the paperwork, dude.
That's cool. I'm not giving you any paperwork, so that's fine.
Aren't I supposed to get paperwork in the morning?
Tomorrow.
Like you said?
It'll be tomorrow night. So.
Tomorrow night?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what you said.
You want me to get out?
Yes, please. So real quick, David, how you are with us, how we're gonna be with you. All right, you're chill with us, we're gonna be chill with you, okay? Whatever happened before you got here is irrelevant now, all right?
I'll be in shortly.
The officers receive a grade of B-. The initial response was legally justified, and physical force remained proportional. No strikes, no weapons, standard handcuffing only. However, the rapid escalation without de-escalation, the refusal to self-identify, the dismissive characterization of jail as being, quote, off the street, and inconsistent information about custody duration all represent significant professional failures. The officer's response to Kohler's statement that he was going to die, reducing it to, quote, "You're just causing me a lot of paperwork," reflects a troubling disregard for the duty of care owed to individuals in custody. David Kohler receives a C+. The reported threats to store staff are indefensible and anchor the grade in the C range. His combative verbal posture with officers made peaceful resolution more difficult. However, he did not physically resist. He provided truthful identification voluntarily. He confirmed the body cam was active, showing awareness that the recording could serve as an objective record. His behavior is far more consistent with untreated PTSD and the cumulative psychological toll of chronic homelessness than with calculated criminal intent. The department receives a C. A terroristic threatening charge for a verbal outburst by a homeless veteran in mental health crisis reflects either poor charging policy or inadequate prosecutorial guidance. The lesson from this encounter is straightforward. Charges must match conduct, not officer frustration. A Class X felony designed for terrorism should never be applied to a parking lot argument with a man in crisis. Officers who charge citizens with failing to identify must be willing to identify themselves. Credibility is not optional. It is the foundation of every arrest, every report, and every prosecution. And when a person in your custody is crying, referencing military trauma, and telling you he is going to die, the correct response is never, quote, "You're just causing me a lot of paperwork." That is not policing. That is indifference. Repeated arrests without connection to mental health services do not solve the problem. They cycle vulnerable people through a system that deepens their crisis at significant cost to everyone involved. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Audit the Court, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.